Now, if you want more than you currently have, you can do two things. You can look at what's missing, or you can be happy with what's there already. And when you're happy with what's there already, that's gratitude.
Yvonne Dam helps people to become the CEO of their lives. What she means by that is that they're not just the CEO of their company or the employee to the CEO they work for, but they're also their own CEO. So often we are led to believe that we must do so much. People tend to work day and night to make it all happen, getting tired, frustrated, and irritated as all they do is work. What Yvonne does is help them to work less, get more results, and therefore earn more.
Being grateful, it's something that we all should do. And in this season, as you're watching all the wonderful speakers coming on, I hope that you are being inspired to know that you have to manifest and be grateful every single day. And today, Yvonne is here to support you do just that. I'm so excited to have you on the show, Yvonne. Thank you so much for coming on to talk to us about gratitude. And so when you hear that word gratitude, tell us, what does it mean to you? What is gratitude?
Well, first of all, Martine, thank you for having me on the show because I love it. And gratitude is actually really important for me. And the word that, or the image that comes to my mind is, it's not a pretty image. It's a couple of years back when I got burned out, and really, really seriously. I had to, sit on the couch because that's all my energy was letting me to do. Sit on the couch for a couple of months because I worked myself to the bone, literally. I had so many signs. I got flus. Too many. I kept on ignoring them until my body said, enough, we're not working anymore. So at that point in time, I was devastated because my work was my life. Now, looking back, I'm very grateful for this experience because it has led me to where I am today, where I now help entrepreneurs and executives and professionals who were like me, very driven, very almost addicted to their work. And now I've gone through it, and there's no excuse you can tell me because I know them all. And I'm very grateful that it happened to me, even though at the point in time it was awful. But right now I'm using it to my advantage, and I'm using it to help people.
I love that. So powerful. And I have to confess, I was in that boat too. I'm the type A person. I remember being in corporate America, always plugged in, right? Always ready. I was the first one in the office all the time before my boss's boss were in the office. And so I could absolutely relate. And for you watching right now, listen up, keep watching this whole episode because we are Yvonne is going to walk you through if you identify being that person that's always working so hard and really not living your life, because that's what's going to end up happening, right?
Right.
It's not healthy. And as you mentioned, you were ill at some point as a result of it. So do continue to watch this so that you can take on the notes that you can start implementing that Yvonne is going to share with us today. But before we go into all of that stuff, let's talk about that moment. Let's go back to that moment when you were like, whoa, hold on. Something, because that's where we're missing. A lot of us, we tend to brush it off and we're like, okay, I'm just gonna take a Motrin, Xanax, or whatever it is, right? And just wake up tomorrow and do it again. Like, what made you say, no, Yvonne, that's all right, that's not right? How did you figure that out?
How did I know that I really had to take care of myself? Well, I honestly had no choice. So I had been ignoring headaches. I had been ignoring sleep attacks. Very, very bad. But I discovered that when you eat a chewing gum, you don't fall asleep. that bad. I had been ignoring flus, but then all of a sudden I started to stutter. So I couldn't say a normal sentence anymore. Every word, and I'm blushing because I'm still quite ashamed. I simply couldn't say a sentence anymore. And that's when I thought, okay, you know what? I'm going to stay home for a day. Oh, you know what? I'm going to stay home for a week. But because I finally gave into that intense tiredness, it was like a tidal wave. I couldn't stop it anymore. All my energy had simply drained. So there was no choice anymore. It's just, I couldn't. I had to listen to my body.
Yes, listen to your body. That's a very powerful tip. Very powerful tip, because, you know, especially us women, we tend to want to do everything, right? We are the superwoman with the big cape, and, you know, we could cook and at the same time do the laundry and wash the dishes and at the same time do the homework. That's me, right? And we forget that our body, especially us women, again, is so precious. I mean, we give birth, right? And so, and the problem I feel like we have, us women, not wanting to listen to our bodies, is because we don't want to discourage the people around us, like, and say, you know, things like, I'm tired. It's okay to say that you're tired, you know? And so if you're a woman watching this right now, or a man also, listen, we're not discriminating here, but we're just calling out just because of our experiences. If you're a woman right now and you're tired, it's okay. It's okay. Take a break and rest. Your body needs it. But love that, Yvonne. Definitely pay attention to your body and listen to it. And when it says no, there's nothing you can do about it, right? You have to listen to it. And so let's talk about what to do every single day, or perhaps in the mornings or every week or whatever it is, to remain grateful, because many of us unfortunately feel that emotion of lack of money, lack of success, lack of, you know, progress, whatever it is in our lives. There's always something that we want more of.
Yeah.
So how do we stay positive and pay attention to what we've created so far and look forward to what we're about to create, despite all the things negative around us?
Well, my perspective is that you actually always have two sides, right? So there's lack and there's abundance. And unfortunately, and especially when you're tired, let's be honest there, and you know, at night, everything is darker than in the morning, okay? So that's another reason why you should rest and take care of yourself, because then the lack thoughts have less chance to creep up on you. But what really helps is to see and acknowledge what's happening. So you talked about lack of money. I think we've all been there, or maybe some of us are still there, right? Or maybe we just want more than we currently have. Now, if you want more than you currently have, you can do two things. You can look at what's missing, right? Or you can be happy with what's there already. And when you're happy with what's there already, that's gratitude. And it's the same. Let's say I give you a gift, right? I give you a gift and it's a small gift. I give it to you and I say, Martine, I've got a gift for you. What do you say?
Thank you. Thank you for
the
gift.
And you're happy with it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's assume I give you a small amount of money and you're feeling lack and you're not saying anything. You're not thanking me, you're being rude, or you're saying you're dismissive, you know, oh yeah, thanks. But I can feel you're not really liking it. What do you think is going to happen? Am I going to give you another gift?
Probably not.
No, because I'm like, wow, you didn't appreciate it the first time, I'm not going to go there again.
No.
And this is why you should be grateful for what you're having. So if you're grateful for the small gift, if you're grateful for the small amount of money, then yes, there will be more. But if you're always focusing on what isn't there, oh, it's just a small amount, oh, there's just one small present, but I didn't get that. well, guess what? The big thing isn't coming. The big amount isn't streaming in. So be grateful for the small things. But here is one other thing. What I struggled with for a long time personally. Well, I'm happy for what is, but I also want the bigger thing. Now, how do I balance that without falling into the lack? And this is what I do, is I'm grateful for all that I have. I'm truly grateful, but I'm also acknowledging that I desire the next level. And there's nothing wrong with desiring as long as I appreciate where I'm currently at. And this is where it often goes wrong, because when you just need to be grateful, you're quickly going, well, yeah, but it could be a bit more, you know. But if you're like, I'm grateful, and yes, I do desire it to be more, it has a whole different vibe, and it's going to help you to elevate and get there quicker.
Interrupting this episode really quickly to thank you for tuning in to this show. I truly appreciate you consuming this wonderful content. And I want to invite you to not only leave us a review, share with us which episode resonated the most, right? And let your friends and family know about this show. How do you do that? Well, there's many ways you could do this. You can leave us a review on Facebook. You can leave us a review on Amazon, or you can also leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. And so we look forward to hearing from you, and we look forward to continuing to bring you more amazing individuals to support you in visualizing whatever it is that you want in your life and your business, and start creating that. Take action today, all right? Do not hold back. And with that, let's go back to the episode. Ooh, I love that. I love that. Hopefully you caught that, right? I'm gonna repeat that because I love that, because this TV network, this show is about visualizing and creating, right? I'm all about making sure that you understand that it is about that visualization. So we're talking about lack of money here, right? So you're visualizing that you want more of it. And so the question is, how are you going to create it? Well, Yvonne just gave you the answer, right? You have to desire, be grateful for the dollar that you have right now. In fact, be grateful for the account that's overdrawn right now. Be grateful, because when it's no longer overdrawn, you got to make sure that you know how to be grateful that it's no longer overdrawn, because you knew how it was when it was, right? And so I love that, Yvonne. So powerful. Thank you for sharing that nugget. I definitely received it, because every now and then I have to catch myself with this whole lack of money mindset and not being grateful for what I have and what I've been able to build. And so adding that to the equation of desiring is powerful. Thank you for that. And so as we close this wonderful interview, and by the way, I cannot wait to have you back on the show. This is an open invitation here. I'm letting you know. Come on, come on, come on. Before we go, Yvonne, do share with us. You did alluded to it a little bit in the beginning of the conversation, that you help entrepreneurs that work very hard. Can you dive in a little bit more and share with us where we can connect with you, how we should connect with you? Would love to hear more about your expertise and how you can help.
Thank you. Yeah, I would love to connect. And what I do is I help entrepreneurs and driven professionals, because I used to be one, Martine, you used to be one. So we've been there, and now we've taken it to our businesses. And when you feel that you're working really hard, but you're not getting the results you want, and it can be because you want more, right? Or it can be that you're not even getting where you want to be. And you know something is off. We all know it. We talked about how we feel, but if you're working day and night and the results aren't there, something is off. So that's where I come in. I help you to get the focus on those things that work. And by focusing, you can let go of a whole lot of other stuff, which actually means that you get time back to enjoy with your family, to enjoy on your own, or just do something you've always wanted to do. That's what I help you with. And I'm very grateful to stay in the theme, to be doing this and to see my clients rise, because that's what happens time and time again.
So good. I love it. And so for those that are watching right now and like, yes, I'm ready. I need to have that guidance. I need to have that support to help me take inventory, right? Take inventory of my daily routine, my weekly routine, my monthly routine, and take inventory of my vision so that I can create. Yvonne, how can we connect with you? Tell us the details. Is it a website? Is it social? Where do we find you?
Okay, so I'm active on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. There we go. I'm active there. You find me under my name, Yvonne Dam. But the best and the easiest way is to find me through my website. It's Amaze Yourself, and there's a hyphen between amazeyourself.com. And what I can offer everybody who's watching, everybody who's listening, I do a 30-minute focus call. And what we can do, it's a complimentary call, so it only costs you 30 minutes. And what we do is we take a deep dive where you can save time and where can you elevate your success. So connect with me, book a call, because I would love to speak to you.
Oh, that's so awesome that you do. And listen, when you reach out to Yvonne, let her know that you saw this episode, right? Let her know that you saw this episode. And this is a 30-minute call that you do not want to miss. You can't afford not to have this call. When you leave, you'll have an action step to start, right? Because it's all about taking action.
Yeah.
I know you're probably watching us right now on your couch, on your big screen TV, or perhaps you're listening to the podcast, or you're waiting on the line at Starbucks, looking at us on your on the app. Know that it's about taking action. Now that you consume this and you heard Yvonne, you have to make it a point to connect with her, because you have the power and the ability to really enjoy this one life that you have. You could still work hard and do great things, but why do it so hard? You don't have to do it too hard. You have to do it with joy and happiness, and Yvonne's going to help you do that. And so I'm excited to have you here on the show, Yvonne, and I look forward to having you again. And I'm excited for you that's watched this and listened to what Yvonne had to share. I'm proud of you for tuning in. Continue to tune in to this channel because I'm committed. I'm on a mission to ensure that you continue to visualize everything that you want in your life, in your business, and start creating. All right. And so don't hold back, take action. Yvonne, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming on. And I look forward to having you again.
It was my absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching us. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye.